6 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Daman Zaman. The headlines. The Prime Minister and the President of China at a meeting in Beijing have reaffirmed the resolve to further strengthen strategic cooperative partnership. The Russian president has termed Islamabad as a traditional partner of Moscow in Asia. The National Assembly was informed today that the Prime Minister is holding consultations with the relevant authorities to construct new water reservoirs. Pakistan and Kazakhstan have expressed keen interest in expanding bilateral cooperation in the maritime sector. At least 1,000 people have been killed during a landslide caused by heavy rains in Darfur region of Sudan. In the T20 International Tri-Series, Pakistan will take on Afghanistan in Sharjah this evening. And now the news in detail. The Prime Minister Mohammad Shahbaz Sharif has reaffirmed Pakistan's desire to continue working closely with China for the successful implementation of the next phase of the upgraded CPAC with its 5 new corridors. He expressed the desire during his meeting with the President of China, Xi Jinping, in Beijing today. During the meeting, Shahbaz Sharif lauded the significance of the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor as a flagship project of President Xi Jinping's Belt and Road Initiative. Shahbaz Sharif appreciated China's unflinching support to Pakistan's territorial integrity, sovereignty and socio-economic development. The Prime Minister hailed President Xi Jinping's strong commitment to strengthen multilateralism and said Pakistan fully supports President Xi Jinping's landmark steps in this regard. On his part, President Xi Jinping said China would continue to assist Pakistan in all fields of economic growth and development. Both the leaders reaffirmed their shared commitment and resolve to further strengthen the ironclad all-weather strategic cooperative partnership. The two leaders also discussed important regional and global developments and agreed to continue close cooperation between Pakistan and China in this regard. On the occasion, Shahbaz Sharif invited President Xi Jinping to undertake an official visit to Pakistan next year. Prime Minister Shahbaz Sharif has reaffirmed Pakistan's desire to strengthen relations with Russia for the progress and prosperity of the region. He expressed this aspiration during the meeting with Russian President Vladimir Putin in Beijing today. The Prime Minister expressed the confidence that Pakistan-Russia relations are on an upward trajectory and moving in the right direction. He said the two nations have signed protocols to enhance cooperation in key sectors such as agriculture, iron and steel, energy and transport. In his remarks, the Russian president said Pakistan has always been and remains a traditional partner of Russia in Asia. He emphasized the importance of expanding trade between the two countries. He said Pakistan and Russia are collaborating at the interparliamentary level and on the international platforms. Vladimir Putin extended an invitation to the Prime Minister Mohammad Shahbaz Sharif to attend the forthcoming SCO Heads of Government meeting scheduled to be held in Moscow this November. The Russian president also conveyed his heartfelt condolences to the people of Pakistan over the losses caused by the recent floods. Talking to the President of Tajikistan, Imam Ali Rahman, in Beijing today, Shahbaz Sharif reaffirmed Pakistan's commitment to further strengthen relations with Tajikistan in shared cultural, historical and religious ties. Both the leaders agreed to enhance collaboration in diverse fields, including trade and investment, connectivity, energy, regional security, culture and people-to-people exchanges. The two leaders also shared perspectives on regional and global issues of common concern. This is Radio Pakistan giving you the news. The National Assembly was informed today that the government is fully cognizant of the current flood situation in the country. Speaking in the National Assembly on a motion regarding the situation arising out of the floods, the Minister for Water Resources, Mohammad Moin Wattu, said the Prime Minister is holding consultations with the relevant authorities regarding accelerating the work on under-construction dams besides planning for new water reservoirs. He said surveys are being carried out to estimate the losses caused by the floods to crops and homes. He assured that the flood-affected people will be provided with compensation. Participating in the discussion, the Minister for Kashmir Affairs and Gilgit-Baltistan, Amir Maqam, said the federal government has extended full cooperation to the rescue and relief activities in the flood-affected areas of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. He also highlighted the devastation caused by the floods in Gilgit-Baltistan. He said the government has provided compensation to the affected families at the doorstep. Saira Afzal Tarer emphasized the need to take immediate measures to mitigate the impact of the floods. Samina Khalid Gurki commended the armed forces for remaining at the forefront in dealing with the situation arising from the floods. The House has now been adjourned to meet again on Friday at 11 in the morning. Pakistan and Kazakhstan have expressed keen interest in expanding bilateral cooperation in the maritime sector. The interest was shown during a meeting between the Minister for Maritime Affairs, Mohammad Junaid Anwar Chaudhry, and Kazakhstan's Ambassador Yerzan Kistefan in Islamabad today. The two sides held detailed discussions to enhance cooperation through Pakistani ports, focusing on opportunities for joint ventures and trade facilitation. The minister stressed critical role of Pakistani ports as gateways, offering Kazakhstan and other landlocked Central Asian countries direct access to markets in the Persian Gulf, Africa, and Southeast Asia. He further underlined Pakistan's maritime sector's dedication to becoming a regional trade hub by adopting innovative approaches and reinforcing international partnerships. In his remarks, the Kazakh ambassador informed that a ministerial-level delegation led by Kazakhstan's communication minister is scheduled to visit Pakistan soon. The ambassador said the delegation will explore further cooperation in the maritime trade and logistics. The Chief of the Staff, Bahrain Defense Force, Lieutenant General Tayyib bin Sakir Al-Nuaimi, called on the Naval Chief Admiral Naveed Ashraf in Islamabad today. During the meeting, views were exchanged on matters of mutual interest, focusing on regional maritime security and prospects for deepening cooperation in defense, training, and joint maritime security operations. Admiral Naveed Ashraf underscored Pakistan Navy's efforts to promote maritime stability through initiatives such as the regional maritime security patrols. In Afghanistan, the death toll in the devastating earthquake has crossed over 1,400. The interim government spokesperson Zabiullah Mujahid, in a statement, said the earthquake left more than 3,000 wounded. Rescue and aid workers are struggling to reach the remote mountainous areas. At least 185 Palestinians were martyred due to malnutrition during the last month in Gaza. The total number of hunger-related deaths in the besieged enclave now stands at 361, including 130 children, since the start of Israel's genocidal war on Gaza. In Sudan, at least 1,000 people have been killed in a landslide that destroyed a village in the western region of Darfur. The Sudan Liberation Movement Army said in a statement that the tragedy occurred after days of heavy rainfall. Cricket. In the fourth match of the T20 International Tri-Series, Pakistan will take on Afghanistan in Sharjah today. The match will start at 8 in the evening. And finally, the weather report. Scattered rain, wind and thunder showers are likely in Kashmir, Upper Punjab and Khyber Pakhtunkhwa during the next 12 hours. However, heavy downpour is also expected at isolated places in Kashmir, Northeast Punjab, Potawar region and Upper Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. Rain, wind and thunder showers are expected at isolated places in South Punjab and northeastern Balochistan during evening and night. Hot and dry weather is expected elsewhere in the country. And that is the end of this news bulletin. For more news and analyses, log on to our website, radio.gov.pk, and you can also watch the live video streaming of our bulletins on the link, facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.